Ready?
All right, it is 6 o'clock. We called the February Type A EDC board meeting to order. We do have a quorum present. I assume we have nobody signed up for open forum. So moving to item C, number 1, review and discuss questions related to the budget report for December of 25. Did we not meet in January?
So, because of y'all's schedule, it had so early in the
Oh.
month, it runs in
Okay.
most interest in. So,
Okay.
so we're just gonna.
And the 72 hours went away. Now it's 3 business days. We have to have it posted,
Oh.
not including weekends, and before it did. But
I was just thinking, do we always? I didn't think it was always.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Changes all that. So this is through December 31st, which is 45% fiscal year. The total revenues is 32.8%, which is over 25, so this is really good. The total of expenditures is at 45.37%. That's largely due to the debt payments that came due. So if you have up a little bit, the total for more of those just operating expenditure, and that's at 13.1. That's more of a indicator as far as when you're trying to feel what really should be and really pay that. The only thing left on those debt payments are the payments and logins, so it's hard to use the percentage comparison on those. So, any questions? Questions?
All right. Item number 2, discuss consider possible action on the January 12, 26 meeting minutes. Any issues there? Do you have a motion? No.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes.
Thank you.
Let somebody else
I'll
do
second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All those in favor? Thank you. Item number 3, discuss consider possible action on a resolution expressing support of the FM 917 railroad grade separation project.
Okay. Thursday night, there's a special called council meeting where the council will be taking the same resolution up and showing the community, along with TxDOT and the North Central Texas Council of Governments, showing this alignment, this plan, this layout. What has changed is when the mayor started rattling cages and trying to get this thing off center and started finding out why it kept being kicked to the curb and hadn't got started and all those good things we found out, unbeknownst to the chair at the Council of Governments who thought it was already built. We've been streamlining ways to get this thing up off the ground and running efficiently. They pointed out that even though it was funded at the higher rate for the underpass, there were some problems with the underpass that were very time consuming and were very problematic. One being permitting for the railroad. They estimated 3 to 5 years just to get permits put through their process. And given they got to go under the track, realign the train, I mean, they can't shut the line down, so they have to make provisions for working underneath it. It's a very lengthy and very expensive process. And then additional construction costs, which have gone up significantly over the years. So they came in and asked if the city would consider a different approach in the interest of saving money and saving time and finally getting a way over that around the train. So as the carrot to going back and revisiting an overpass, which would save a significant amount of money, the route did not change. Just the fact that it would be an overpass versus underpass, and it would solve the problem of what to do with all that water that would be sitting in that bowl during heavy rains. They would have to pump it out of there, and the only option is West Buffalo Creek, which is not much of a creek. It's not really designed to carry that volume, and so that remained an outstanding issue. But they have much different alternatives with an overpass and many more avenues to dispense the water, to move the water out. So they asked us if we would consider an overpass. So we went back and looked. The main driver to go to underpass years back when this first came up was just the fact of looking at this forest of pillars through downtown. So with this design, they came back that it reduced those numbers significantly because of new construction, I guess, options, things like that, where there will be some pillars, but nothing close to what came before. And in lieu of having all that open space, they have offered to build a park under about 2.5 blocks of this overpass. They would build it at no cost to the city, and then turn over the operation of it to the city. So we have, this is a concept, is what they've provided just based on some conversations we've had. This is not what the final thing is going to look like. And the park board is going to have, and the council will have a lot of say in what the amenities of the park are. But just to give you an idea of what is being proposed, you see an aerial view of the roadway there. The alignment remains just to the north of 14th Street, which is right over here. That house that's on the corner of 917 and 14th will go away. And that road will basically be right over where that house is. It'll be just a little bit, a few feet. 14th Street will still be a viable, navigable roadway in the city up until you get to the train tracks. So this is an aerial view of it. If you'll go to the next one, we'll start kind of looking. This is looking from the different direction. The starting of the road is up to the top, and then it comes across the. Is it, or is that the other one? I'm trying to see.
Looking northeast.
Yeah, so this
Okay,
is,
so that's the northeast looking direction. Next, this is a street view from looking towards downtown. You'd actually be standing in the intersection of 14th here, looking towards City Hall. This is an aerial of that same area that looks down 14th Street. Next.
Is that walkways?
There will be a walkway, yes. This is looking towards the road from standing in front of Hickory Tree. City Hall is to your left. See where the road crosses kind of the horizon there. This is a look of what it could look like downtown with play areas. And then we've got several amenities as options, but we can pick and choose what goes in down there. Next. This is an open space that'll be turf, so we don't have to mow it and maintain it. It'll just be an open space that's down there as a part of this. That's an aerial view of looking straight down to your right is where that comes out of 174. It goes just past the Valero, then it hangs to your left. It goes across, what's that first street there? Wayside. Crosses there, goes into the air, and then the little yellow lines right around the overpass is where they're depicting the park. I know it shows a bigger downtown area, but where it's right over the overpass is where the park they're proposing would go. And this is an overlay of the street over the park. And if you'll notice on your far right, the two green spots there, those are dog parks, one for large animals and one for the small ones. Then you'd cross Main Street, and there is that green space there is the larger open air space for outdoor venues, little musical things, just a playground type area. Then there will be a sound wall put up in front of where the railroad tracks are now to kind of help block some of the sound. And then the park will extend to the other side of the tracks, and we're working with TxDOT to include in their design a set of stairs that will cross over the railroad. So we don't have people walking across the tracks. We'll be able to fence and block that off. There'll be a part where they can go up the stairs, cross over, and go to the other side, where they will have proposed a basketball court, two pickleball courts, and restroom, or well, they've put in kind of locker rooms. We would change that to a restroom area. Is there something else in there? There's an exercise area that Steve is working on some different options, but we're kind of leaning towards having that outdoor walkable exercise area. There'll be 1.25 miles of walking path out there, landscaping and streetscape and all. It'll be lighted. The underneath part of the bridge will be lighted, LED lit. We can control seasonal colors and different things like that down there. And they are proposing to fund 100% of it initially. Time will tell. They're not asking for anything right now. They're asked only for a resolution in support of the concept. This exact same stuff will be laid out Thursday with a few additional renderings that you'll be able to see. And if we get enough buy-in to where we can start down this path, then they will start tying down start putting a plan together to officially get this thing kicked off. They are projecting turning dirt in 2027. They have 13 pieces of property that they'll need to acquire. That's the same number for the underpass, one of those being the city's at the animal shelter. And we're considering asking them to consider a couple of other properties that we have to add some additional parking. So that we're looking at the back portion of where the animal shelter property is that's open now, of having that as parking for that side of the park. There's head-in parking all around it on both sides now, but that would be some additional parking for people wanting to come down and either play basketball, pickleball, whatever the setup is. They're going to give the park board opportunities to weigh in on what those features and help select what those features are. They voted to pass the resolution earlier today. The council will take this up Thursday night after the public hearing that they have. We've also got these coming from the school district, from the county, from the emergency service district, and I think we've sent the stuff to JSUD too. I think JSUD's appeal to this is this will not affect where their new water line is. They just planted in the ground. So with the underpass, that we're going to have to deal with adjusting that. The only thing now that might affect it, and they say that there's some room as we put this up, is if it's in line with one of the piers holding up the bridge, and they say that can be adjusted if they know where that is. So it looks like everything, a lot of the infrastructure that's in the ground will be able to stay. This won't interfere with it. So I think given the park, and obviously park and open space is something that's a draw to the city. It's an opportunity to expand our park services at certainly a reasonable cost. There will be maintenance costs. We have to take on maintenance of it once they turn it over to us. That's the only thing they've asked, is we'll have to agree to maintain the park. So that'll mean some things down the road as it gets open, but we have a few years to plan for that. And so that is what they're asking for. That's what the concept that they're proposing. And if this board is interested in that concept, then they're asking that that be approved tonight.
I think this is just going to be great for just downtown walkability and a lot more foot traffic for downtown businesses.
The dog park hits some of the stuff we've gotten through park surveys that we've done. Dog parks are something that's been interested. We've talked to Tommy. They're interested in helping their staff help keep it running, keep the poop bags out there, keep it cleaned up and all that kind of stuff. So they'll be working with park guys to help facilitate that. They're all kinds of behind it. And I haven't considered asking if the Animal Advisory Board wanted to issue a resolution, but we may be too late at this point. But I mean, I know he's happy about the dog park deal. several people are, that we've talked to. That's been a big plus. As much as any of it has, that's something people would like to see. And I was gonna use my pointer and do this, but it doesn't work on the TV, so.
Surfaces they put on TVs to make it so you don't get glare from the lights. It makes it where your laser pointer just disappears.
They did it just to keep me from
Yeah,
aggravating.
it's
y'all with
to
it.
spite you. Yeah.
Is it?
So, if you have
is
any
that
questions, I'll
accurate
try to
rendering?
answer them. I'd encourage you all to attend Thursday night. You can talk directly with TxDOT. If you have some questions, and it's going to be at the True Life Church down a couple of blocks down the road here. Because we felt like we'd get more people in this room could handle, so we moved it there. It'll be from 6:30 to 9. 9 is firm. We've vowed not to keep everybody there all night, and some of these people are traveling from Arlington, a transportation meeting to be here, so we've promised not to keep them all night long.
Ongoing costs for the park. I mean, I'm sure there's liability issues with dog parks. I'm sure it's.
We have little liability being a city, but the cost will definitely be there. We don't know exactly what that is yet because we don't know what's going to be there. So this is kind of the first step to get moving in this direction. And I would assume the council will approve the resolution, provided they're just not bombarded with people against it. So far, we have not received any negative comments. We've been putting the information out and sharing it out, and we've not got that yet. There's gonna be some negative people there. There always is. But whether or not they're valid and depending on their numbers, I think this is probably the best option. Everyone will agree that crossing is a problem.
Yeah.
That won't be the discussion. It'll be, is this an acceptable solution? And I think it's a good opportunity to mitigate that problem. Plus, it gives us a chance to enhance the downtown area and expand it a couple of blocks.
I think it's a great idea.
But there will be some costs. The park board talked about that today. I just can't give them a whole lot because we don't know yet what's going to go down there.
We have insurance, different, whatever is required for our existing park.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the city's fully insured.
Something probably comparable.
Yeah, I mean, we're blanketed through TML, so I mean, we turn stuff over to them if it comes up and, but yeah, so I mean, this would be listed as,
No asset.
yeah, as an asset for us.
I was just gonna ask if that's an accurate rendering of the lanes,
Of the what?
driving lanes.
Probably so, cause that they know, they know what that's gonna be. There's the lanes, there's a 4-foot sidewalk, which I'm not crazy about being there, but it's gonna be there. That's one of TxDOT's things now, is they put sidewalks everywhere. There'll be handicap entrances and exits coming off of it now.
Do they consider that to be an assisted suicide lane or
What?
the sidewalk? Is that an assisted suicide lane?
I don't know it. I mean, when
Sorry.
you put people in cars on highways, people lose, whether they're on bikes or, I worry about bike lanes. People that get hit by cars on bikes, they lose. I picked them up for years, but people do it and we want it walkable and.
My question was if one lane each way is viable.
They'll do the traffic. They've got traffic counts. I know there'll be an engineering study on traffic done. I'm sure they'll build whatever needs to be, but right now it's functioning on what it is now. I expect this will increase traffic.
Right.
I think that's part of what's got them moving is, a lot of people are shuddering now because of this 8th wonder of the world distribution center that's been built over there in Cleburne. That's going to impact traffic into the city, especially the restaurant areas on 174 and maybe even down here. I mean, I think we're going to see some big boosts. That's why I think it's important 14th Street will still be there. You'll be able to exit off of this thing and come around and get into the downtown area. And
I was just curious what the future view on that was. That was all.
I don't know if they'll have that. I wouldn't think there'll be that center turn lane because there's no way to turn off of that
Where you start
But, you know, I mean, unless you're gonna run off the side, there's nowhere to turn. It will tie into the 3 lane that's already there. It'll tie back into the existing roadway.
Okay.
And they're gonna do some improvements. I think they're gonna add a lane down at 174. I know I think they're gonna add a turning lane there, so that's gonna widen out a bit, I believe. And we saw that in the other renderings for the underpass too. So that is all still, I think, gonna be the same.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, so the action for us is if we want to approve, if we want to, yes, approve a resolution expressing support for the project. What?
I'm just trying to get all my words in order so I can say it for you.
Yeah. Please do.
I'm not sure.
There's a lot of words.
I'm not sure I got it.
I can't remember, and I did this in the last meeting. What is exactly the wording of the resolution that we want?
You're making a motion for us to submit a resolution expressing support for the FM 917 grade separation project.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So moved.
Yeah, what she said.
Ditto.
I have a motion and a second.
I'll second that.
Any questions? Y'all are not participating tonight. I didn't want to participate tonight. I need Josh.
I'm here just to show up.
That's okay. All those in favor? This is unanimous. Item number 4, discuss, consider possible action on advertising in the 2026 Joshua Community Guide.
So in front of you is a community guide. This is published by the Cleveland Times Review. If you turn to page, just this 11, you'll see a full-size ad. This is what type B is advertising. They're doing a full page. You guys have not advertised in this before, but I did bring it to see if you guys wanted a full page ad. If you turn back to page 8 and 9, this is the editorial portion. They're not charging us for this. This is part of the publication. And then they'll update the pictures and information on council. You guys are just looking to see if you want to advertise a page, half a page. Half a page is 575. A full page is 850. I will add that previously the chamber has had their logo on the front page. This new publication, it will be City of Joshua. I have asked them to do our logo in the front. As of right now, they haven't had any contact with the chamber. They have sent them the information. They haven't gotten any response. So I want to take that spot in the front page with city logo on there.
What sort of information would you like to see if we did an ad?
I would think
How often is this printed?
it's once a year.
It's an annual deal.
It's an annual.
City's done it for several years in various capacities. I didn't know Type A had never done it though. I thought they had.
I don't ever remember us doing one.
I know the city's been in it for several years.
What do we bring to the table?
I think this year, the thing that you've got is some of the events that we're taking over that the
Mm-hmm.
chamber was doing. Some of those things, a calendar for those things could be in there and.
I'm all for funding that option.
I'm wondering if there's something like, our facade grant program that doesn't seem to be getting any
Mm-hmm.
traction, highlighting something like that. Any particular new businesses that you would want to,
I'm kind of I mean, that would be great, but we don't want to leave people out.
Okay.
And it's published once a year, so we're gonna get,
Right.
so I hate to focus on just a few businesses.
So what other content do you think would be?
Definitely a calendar of events. I am helping host, we'll talk about this later, but, a Easter egg hunt with the Uprising Church.
When is it published?
I don't have a date. I'm meeting with, Monica Ferrum this week. I did speak to her last week about this. But she didn't give me a date of when when it's gonna be published. I am working with them instead of the, Joshua area main members that's listed in the back. We're working on a directory of all of our businesses to put in here. So I don't have a published date yet. I don't know.
So
when
if
to
we
get this.
went with like a calendar across like here and then pictures of previous events that we help sponsor or whatever.
Definitely some statements of what we are and the kind of business that we handle.
Where is this distributed? How is it distributed?
I think they're just placed at local businesses. We have we have a stack here that we give to residents. I don't believe it's mailed out to our residents though.
Has it really been a year since we finished the part?
I'm sorry?
Has it really been a year since we finished the part?
I don't think it's been a whole year. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than to take the picture and then
Roll
get it
May,
into.
when it opened. Yeah, so we're coming up on a year on that.
But yeah, it was targeted for Memorial Day, I think. Anybody opposed to it?
I like the idea of buying an ad, but yeah, I have no idea what we put in there.
I mean, what do you feel you need? How much space do you feel you need?
The difference in the price, I think you're getting a better deal with a full page
Yeah.
because it's $575 for half. a
Especially if
page.
you're gonna do a calendar, because I feel
Yeah.
like that.
I was looking at this, if we were to do a calendar across the top, like this picture, and then pictures of events that we've done.
So we
previously.
did fund the Fall on Main and the Christmas on Main events. We could get pictures from those events. I don't know when this will be published. We will have the Easter egg hunt coming up as well, but that's end of March. So I'll get with Monica to kind of see the vision of what she's also doing in the editorial part of it to see what we can bring to put on our page.
I know Kathy Sales took a lot of pictures at the fishing event also. Those would be available, I'm sure.
Is that ours?
That was parks.
Oh, yeah, it was the parks.
But maybe even advertising the ribbon cuttings that we're now doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We could do, just a collage of the different pictures.
Do you think that
business.
avoids any of the hard feelings for a business that isn't included? It's like, well, you didn't have a ribbon cutting ceremony. We're taking photos of those.
Not necessarily, because I think that's something that was offered by the chamber. Like I mentioned at the last meeting, I did meet the new president, but I haven't heard anything on any events. Even the paper has contacted them to see if they want to advertise. So I don't know how much existence there's going to be. But at least it gives businesses that that option of doing that ribbon cutting with us. And if they want to do it with the chamber too, great. But they don't have to pay for anything they do with us.
Yeah.
That's part of something that we offer for our businesses. So any new businesses might, come in and see that, oh, we need to do a ribbon cutting with, they can see it with picture. Something that we offer. Even advertising, maybe even this business spotlight. I have not gotten around to there are a lot of businesses in Joshua. I've not gotten around to all of them. So maybe putting that out there. But definitely the calendar with events.
Any
Are you
other
looking,
feedback?
are you looking for a motion yet?
I'm looking for, sure.
She just wants to be done.
Wrap it up, guys.
Looks like it's been a Monday for you.
Make a
It has been a
motion.
Monday. It has been a lot of a Monday.
I make a motion that we advertise in the 2026 Joshua Community Guide.
Well,
And I say a full.
there we go. Is
And I second that.
that what you were looking for?
I think so. I drove through this weekend. I had not driven through at night through our downtown. And I drove through and I was very excited to see every parking spot out here full.
Oh, yeah.
Even a picture of the night view of our downtown to advertise to our surrounding, because this will go out to not just Joshua,
Right.
that to see, we have people in our downtown. Our downtown is growing.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve a full page. Are there any further questions or comments? You were saying something. You were starting to say something.
I was waiting for you to ask if we were all in favor.
Oh.
I was ready to raise my hand.
All those in favor? It was unanimous. Item number 5, discussion and update on the EDC Director's monthly reports.
So, S3 Hoopla, the cute little boutique on 174, just on the other side of Subway. I did do the business spotlight, the black building that you guys have been asking about. I did the business spotlight on them. If you have not been in there, it is super cute little
Yeah.
boutique.
That looks cute.
Did you go?
Not to, I just peeked in the window. Because they're not open on Monday.
They're not open on
She only leaves the
Mondays.
house on Monday.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the dog's day to the vet, and I stopped places on the way back.
Super cute. She's really nice, very involved with powerlifting at the high school. She apparently funds their uniforms and everything else for them. Very involved with the ISD. But yes, go by there if you haven't gone by there.
And what is her name?
Her name is, I could ask them.
Forgettable.
I cannot think of her name.
Sorry, I
right now.
put you on the spot.
No, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of her name right now.
Okay.
Stevenson is the last name, but I cannot think of her name right now. Super cute little, she has a little bulb. She's usually in there.
Make a motion to accept that description.
Can't get out of that Monday, can you?
How is, we had talked about doing the luncheon, what is it, the 12 by 12 or something?
Yeah, so the 6 by 6, it was, we moved it with the special council meeting I had planned on that day. Then we started talking about that, so I moved it, and it'll be, it's the first week in March.
And you have businesses already
Yes,
planning on coming?
the invitation will go out tomorrow for
Okay.
it. I have the 6 businesses picked out and all of my contacts, and I'll be sending that too.
Very good.
Yes.
You picked a spot?
Yes, it's gonna be the taco place right down here. They have a nice little area in the back that we can use. I wanted to,
There's a taco place on every corner.
oh, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
know. It's gonna need to be more specific.
Tacos al cien.
Tacos
There
on
you
skin.
go.
Good
You said it right.
job. Yes.
Do you go there on Mondays?
Tacos what?
Tacos al cien.
Which one is that?
It's the one that says
Same way, don't-
tacos al 100.
Yeah.
What?
That was
It used to be
AI.
Becky's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On there, Becky's.
Taco Isle 100 then.
Yeah.
Spanish al cien.
So,
Any other questions for Nora?
Oh.
So I do have the business bingo going on right now.
well, you is.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
have to black out the bingo card to be entered into the raffle for the gift basket. Every business has donated an item, whether it's a gift certificate or product and a gift certificate. The value of the basket is a little over $500 right now, closer to $600. So in order for it to go the entire month and not have someone take, a few days and go to hit up everyone on here, we will raffle the basket with anyone who has blacked out the card.
Right.
So in order to get a stamp, you'll have to go and purchase a meal, a coffee, anything, make a purchase from any one of these restaurants. And they have a specific stamp in a specific color that they will mark your card.
Where do you get the cards?
They are located here. I have extra. I will hand some out before you leave. We have had people come by and pick them up. So I didn't want to burden the restaurants with having to hand out cards as well on top of doing the stamp. So
Well, it gives you visibility and participation too, so.
yes. So
My daughter will be thrilled.
Anything else? Oh, like I said, I am helping. I've partnered up with the Uprising Church, and we will be doing an Easter egg hunt on March 28th at the park. We're going to use the baseball fields to separate the age groups. We will have 4 age groups and a special needs group.
Good.
I think having the special needs group will bring in they have never done the special needs group. That's just something that I really wanted to do. So I think that'll help bring in people from other communities that may have special needs kids, because we're going to do sensory toys and not just candy for their egg hunt. Yeah.
And where is this church located?
It is on 917 going east. I have not been there, but it's going east on 917.
It's one dinner just before you get to.
Conveyor.
There, I think.
Mhm.
Yes.
Happy Hill Road.
You
Short
will.
pastor, right?
What?
Is that the one with the short pastor?
I've only met him on Zoom calls.
Okay.
I've not met him in person.
That's what I'm thinking is. He's a little
Pastor Gary.
Has it always been named that?
No, it has not.
Okay.
It was named something else. They merged with another church.
Okay.
And they came up with the Uprising Church.
Okay, I guess that's what, because I think I know what church you're talking about, but I didn't recognize that name.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a metal building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sits real far back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So last year, in previous years, they've done Easter egg hunts, and they've done 20,000 eggs. Now, because we're partnering up with them, and we have, Sam's had mentioned to us in previous meetings that they would donate candy for any Easter egg hunt. So I'll be hitting them up this week, and our goal is 50,000 eggs for this Easter egg hunt.
Stuffing those eggs.
We all are. I might
next
have
meeting.
eggs at each place in our next
Get it
couple
on Friday
meetings.
and
but-
Thursday while you, okay, while you're listening, y'all just stuff eggs.
While we meet, you'll be stuffing eggs. We are going to reach out to the National Honor Society and just different groups that work hours,
I mean, Young Life might.
Young Life, and then their church group, they'll set aside hours to do.
Oh, I know at our church, we take home bags of those plastic eggs and fill them and
Yes.
take them back.
So you have experience. Just let me know how many bags you're going to want. I'll have that ready for you.
Have an egg filling party.
Great. Anything else? Any future agenda items requested by the directors for the next agenda? Will you be here next month?
Do I need to be?
I will be next month.
Okay,
Will you?
yeah.
All right, if there's nothing else, then at 6:41, we will adjourn.
Thank you, everyone.